So I wanted to thank Politics and Prose for having me, and especially to my fan base who's been at a couple of events now, and for everybody who's new. So yeah, my book Bleeder, a long time in the works. The only correction I guess I would make is I actually was infected in the 80s, so I would have been about 10. I found out about HIV when I started college, which is where the book opens. So I thought I would probably just read from this, and then if you guys have some questions, we'll go from there. The opening of the book is really just about my discovery of that. And I start college, and I'm going to read a short section from a chapter. The only drug at the time that was available was AZT, and they immediately put me on it. So this was from my chapter, Throwing Hope Away. And the book is kind of chronological as a journal. That's how I chose to write it. So February 1992, another cold winter morning. At 6 a.m. rowing practice began, and now at 8:30 I eat breakfast in the school cafeteria, enjoying a Belgian waffle with syrup. And later, when I pedal to my 9 o'clock literature class, my nausea comes on suddenly, and having little time to react, I lean my head over the bike frame and throw up in the landscape median. It is over quickly and is thankfully only witnessed by one student. I smile to him, wave that I'm okay, and continue to class. But before going, I splash water on my face in the bathroom and momentarily consider returning to my room for rest. Yet we have a test, I argue, and I feel okay. I should attend. I hold a wet paper towel to my forehead, inhale and exhale, assuring myself that I am well. In class, I answer the short responses, concentrate on the essay question, and then my foot contracts in a spasm. I run my shoe along the floor, trying to press my foot flat within it and work my knot away. My foot twists. I breathe deeply, slowly, and concertedly to ease my pain, but it continues. I slip my shoe off, massage my foot through my sock, and feel the pain gradually subside. I flex my toes, stretch them out, and then return to my test. In the last months, the frequency of these spasms has steadily increased, and so has the nausea. I sense that something is wrong. In the evening, I joined Sean in the cafeteria. Having read some articles, called a few hotlines, and being assured that I am in more danger from HIV than him, he apologizes for his extreme reaction and states that he's no longer afraid of me. In the previous chapter, I had told him about my status. I say that I understand that it isn't his fault, that the media has encouraged his response. We slap hands, high-five, and then I load my plate with food, but upon sitting, I'm immediately seized with spinning and nausea. I close my eyes and try to control myself. "Are you okay?" Sean asked. "Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just not that hungry tonight." I excuse myself and leave, bracing an arm against my stomach, another to my forehead. Outside, the wind throws the evergreen limbs around, and the sunlight that passes through them is a strobe upon the sidewalk. My nausea increases. I fall into a nearby bench and feel the cold air chill the sweat bead along my forehead. I shut my mouth to hold in my sickness. I breathe through my nose, listen at its sound rushing in and out of my nostrils, a noise like the wind swirling around me. Footsteps pass by. A girl asks another, "You think he's okay?" And then the wind gusts their voices away as flickers of sunlight dance across my eyelids and as the trees rustle overhead, producing a great whirling sky. When I force myself to stand, the wind catches my back and propels me forward. In my room, I draw my trash can near and lie back and close my eyes. The room spins, my stomach quivers, and my body lightens as sick air against a mattress. I force my head into the trash can and heave until my deep gagging only yanks up sound and green spittle. My thin stomach muscles tighten, my throat roughens. I rest back and again close my eyes, and with my pillowcase I catch the warm tears spilling from them. This cannot go on. This must stop. In the night, another spasm wakes me. My left foot cramps like the parabolic arch of a scared cat's back, an arabesque of pain. To soothe it, I get out of bed and walk it off, hobbling around my room, stepping gingerly and occasionally flexing my toes to stretch my muscle. Outside, crickets sing their last song before the sun will soon rise, and the campus lights blaze in the dark courtyard, feeble orbs in a cloud of night. Eventually, my foot unlocks itself and the pain fades. I lie down again. Today it happens at lunch. My skin pales, my body warms, and my throat closes itself while my stomach churns. I push my food away and rush to my suite where I give my insides to the toilet. Done, I lie down and sleep through another afternoon class, and later I eat a slice of bread and wait to see that it stays down. Then on what strength I have, I study. I'm behind in several classes now. It is early morning and I feel sick again this week. My forehead sweats and my stomach roils. I go to the bathroom, hover over the open toilet, and wait for the spell to pass. I gag lightly, quietly, but nothing comes up. I run cold water over a cloth and press this to my face. It is cool and raises chill bumps along my arms as I sit on the bathroom floor and wait. And when the nausea ends, I return to my bed for a few more minutes of sleep. But soon I wake, dress for class, and swallow my AZT before leaving. March. It has gone on for far too long. I cannot eat without food later spilling out of me, and I cannot walk without a muscle contraction striking me down. Now at 4 in the morning, I am bent prostrate in the sweet bathroom, throwing my stomach into the toilet again. While the rest of the hall sleeps, and while the first cool dew clings to the trees and grouse outside, I am sick underneath the fluorescent light and its electric hum. I have no doubts that AZT causes this. Research confirms it, and my intuition tells me it is so. I wet my face with a cool washcloth. I wash my hands. I rinse my mouth with Listerine, and I return to bed, tiptoeing past my sleeping roommate. When I wake again in another few hours, I shower, dress, and I then cup a cold glass of orange juice in one hand and palm the obligatory white and blue pill in the other. I hold it to the light, scrutinize the tiny particles encased in its shell, and wonder at it all.